to the city of Goldsboro. I'm Kim Laverick, here to talk to you a little bit about some exciting things happening in downtown Goldsboro. Joining me today, I have Marty Batura. He is the president of Worldwide Aircraft Recovery. Worldwide Aircraft is a full-service aircraft recovery company, and we're going to find out a little more about it right now. Welcome, Marty. Glad to have you in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Well, it's good to be in Goldsboro.
So where's your company from?
We're based out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Fantastic. Well, can you tell me, I've briefly given a little bit of information, but tell me what Worldwide Aircraft Recovery is and what that means.
Gotcha. Yeah, Worldwide Aircraft Recovery is basically a full-service company, corporation that we disassemble, transport, and reassemble aircraft.
So you do this every day, all the time. This is your business.
That's correct. This is all we do is move aircraft.
So what does full service mean?
Full service means we take care of everything from address to address. All that's necessary is for us to receive an address, and we will go to that specific place, location where the aircraft is, and handle it from gate to gate. We take care of all the disassembly, the transportation, all the logistics involved from beginning to end.
So it's like a turnkey job.
Exactly. We are a turnkey company. That's a very well
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what type of experience with aircraft does Worldwide have? Tell me the types of aircraft you've moved and some of the people you've worked with.
We've experienced with aircraft from old World War I biplanes all the way up to the current F-35. We moved the X-35 a number of years ago when it was still an experimental aircraft. And the organizations we worked with, the Air Force Museum, the Navy, the Marines, the Army, whether it be helicopters or aircraft. We've worked with just about all the organizations. Indeed, the Coast Guard and also.
So I saw that you've worked with over 600 organizations across the world.
Oh, indeed, indeed. We've done, once again, throughout that, we're talking, full up bases, Air Force bases, or Air Guard, also National Guard. And we've worked throughout the United States from coast to coast. One week we'll be in California working on a C-130 for the Marines out at Camp Pendleton. The next week we'll be out in DC working on an aircraft for the Smithsonian Institute. So it's,
how exciting that must be.
It is indeed.
What drove you all to create this company, and how old is it?
We're close to 40 years old. The originator of the company, Ben Natras, he's the one who started it, and his starting aircraft was actually based on need. He was a truck driver. He had a truck and a trailer, and the people at the airport across from where his business was located needed a small airplane moved. They talked to Ben. Can you do it? Yes, I can do it.
The idea started.
And it started from there, from hauling an old World War I biplane in a meat hauler, and it just went on from there, and it just developed into moving more aircraft and then purchasing different trailers that were appropriate to a certain type of aircraft.
I'm sure. And
then it just snowballed from there.
So an entrepreneur from day one.
Indeed.
Recognized the need and created something to make it happen.
Indeed.
So 40 years later, here you all are in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Indeed. Yes. Yes, and I started myself going on 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And when I first started with Worldwide Aircraft, I had the skills to weld. I drove the truck, I operated crane, I was a mechanic, but I never actually worked on an aircraft. The best that I did was when I was a little kid, building airplane models.
Oh, well, okay. So the interest was there.
No, the interest was there, definitely so, and then once I laid hands on an aircraft, I was hooked. Oh. I was hooked. I couldn't let go.
I understand that.
So, like I said, close to 20 years ago now is when I started.
Lots of years of experience.
Oh, indeed. Indeed.
So tell me, what are you doing in Goldsboro, and how are you assisting the city?
Well, we were contacted by the city of Goldsboro to to transport and fabricate the mount to put the F-86 Sabre up on top of the pole just outside of the city circle here.
That's right, right.
And the airmen out there at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base have done a tremendous job in restoring the aircraft.
All those airmen have worked for over a year in their free time, when they're not working on all the jets and different aircraft over at Seymour Johnson. In their spare time, they've refurbished this jet for the city, and we're excited that it is complete. It is ready to come back down and be erected right there around the traffic circle behind the wings, the sign that says "Welcome to Goldsboro," the Seymour Johnson Silver Wings. It'll be put right behind there, and you're the one who's going to make all that happen.
Well, us And a lot of other people involved too. We can't take
You have
all
a team, right?
Yeah, we have a team, and we're not the only ones doing this. There's a lot of organizations that have, have taken part in this, to bring it or take it from where it was located previously here at the park and brought out there to Seymour Johnson. And like you mentioned, a lot of the airmen out there did do that on their own time.
Absolutely.
And they just have done a tremendous job. It's in beautiful condition.
Is it not beautiful? And we want to thank them for working so diligently and so hard through the past year for making this airplane and aircraft to be able to show how special it is and have it ready for the citizens of Goldsboro and all of our visitors that come in to see how proud we are of Seymour Johnson and the history that goes along with it. Right. And to give a little bit of history, before the plane was moved to Seymour Johnson Air Force Base for refurbishing, it was located outside our Goldsboro Fire and Police Department, which is right off of Center Street. The jet was originally loaned out to the city in 1970 from the Air Force through Wright-Patterson Air Force Base near Dayton, Ohio, and it was placed in Berkeley Park. So it stayed there for a while, and in 1993, the plane underwent its first refurbishing and was placed next to the Fire and Police Department, where it has stayed for years. So here we are in 2015, ready to have it refurbished again and erect it in a new location. As streetscape is being finished in the next few weeks, this plane will be put in its new home and will be ready and look like it is tilted and flying right down Center Street. We are thrilled about that. Can you tell me a little more about its placement?
Well, the aircraft, one of our missions is to fabricate the mount structure that attaches to the aircraft. Griffin Steel fabricated the mount structure from the ground level up to the aircraft, and then we fabricate the part that attaches to the aircraft, which mounts to their pylon.
Right.
And it will be on the north side of the circle, and it will be, like you just mentioned, it will be nose up and left wing over. So it will be in a bank and a really nice attitude of climb.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be very impressive.
We think so too.
Very
We're so
impressive.
excited about it. It's just going to add one more interesting fact and of history, and also something else to showcase that we're proud of our community and our relationship with Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. So we're thanking you all for coming and being a part of this. We're also going to show some footage of what you all have done, bringing our Sabre down Ash Street and putting it in its new location. They'll see all that in just a few minutes. We're thrilled about that. We're going to have an exciting downtown Center Street and streetscape project will be done in just a few weeks. And we'll have the airplane and all the artwork and the new streets and the new businesses that have come to Goldsboro all here ready to do business and show just how proud we are of our community. So thank you for what you've done. We appreciate it. And good luck with continuing efforts with moving airplanes all around the world.
Thank you very much.
And that's all from right here in the city of Goldsboro. Thanks.